Hey beautiful people of the world, it is me, your girl Nisha. I have done this video like maybe, I don't know, 4 times already. And this is a little unconventional because I'd rather be sitting down and explaining to y'all, or even just detailing y'all about my labor and delivery. I want to make this short and sweet because I do have to insert video from when I was in the hospital, but I did not record my birth or Nick didn't record the birth because they would not let him. He started recording, and then the midwife said you can't record, and it sucks. Like, it really does suck so bad. So yeah, I'm going to explain to y'all everything that happened from beginning to end, and like I said, I'm going to keep this as short as possible. So on July 26, 2021, I went for my last appointment with my specialist so we can see Kai, make sure everything is good and okay. And I was happy that Nick was able to even come in my doctor's appointment with me, because since I started going to the specialist back in, I think, February or March, he wasn't allowed to go with me to my specialist. So I was happy that he was able to go with me. So we was there for a very long time. My appointment was at 8. I did not leave there until like 10 something. 10 something. So when they did the ultrasound, the lady just explained to me everything that she's doing. She had to go his face, his legs, his 4 heart chambers, like all of that. So we had to sit back out in the waiting room, and I explained to him that, we're waiting to talk to the specialist, so the specialist let us know what's going on. So as we are waiting, my name get called. Me and him proceed to go to the back. The specialist was like, okay, everything's good with your baby. Like, he is 5 pounds and some change. I think he said 5 pounds and 6 ounces to be exact, is what he told me. I was like, okay, cool. And then he proceeds to say, but it looks like you all are going to be having a baby either today or tomorrow or sometime this week. So I'm like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, your fluids around the baby is low. It's a 4.0. We need to be like at a 7 something. And he said between 7 and on up, I think. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to call labor and delivery now because you all are on your way to labor and delivery. So my mouth dropped, and Nick can't see my mouth drop, but he can see my eyes get wide, and he's like, what's wrong? So I proceed to tell him, like, we are about to have a baby either today or tomorrow. He was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, my fluids are low, and he is telling me that I need to go to labor and delivery, but he's calling labor and delivery to let them know that I'm coming over, like, right now. So once he typed the paper up, got the paperwork set for me, we proceed to go to labor and delivery. He leaves to go home so he can get Kai car seat and get the thank you bags and everything so we can be in the hospital. Remember I said this is Monday, June 26th. So I'm still having contractions. Of course, they see that before they even give me my medicine and anything. They start the IV fluids, the nurse come in and all that, telling me stuff that I already know. So they was like, okay, we're going to start you on medicine, the pill, to progress your labor. Well, to speed up your contractions, because you're having contractions, but they are far apart. They're irregular. So I think they monitored my contractions for like an hour and a half, maybe two. That's when they said it was gonna give me the pill to start making my contractions be closer together. And I had to take 4 of these. The first one I was supposed to start at 2, but I didn't because we was waiting for Nick to come, and Nick to come to 5 something. So they gave it to me at 5:30. The pill, I had to put it on my cheek and it dissolved on my cheek. He walked in 5 minutes later with my food. I couldn't eat. So mind you, the only thing I had was breakfast. So I'm hungry at this point, and I'm like, oh my God. I had to watch him eat not only his potato, but my potato as well. He had went to sleepy potato. So I think I want to say maybe 30 minutes to an hour, I did start feeling the contractions coming closer together. And I'm like, woosah. I think around about 8 something, I asked for pain medicine, but that defeat the purpose because I did not know they gave me Pitocin. Like, the pain medicine knocked me out, but I was still having contractions. I was breathing through the contractions. I was like, meditating in my mind. They had the lights off in my room. I'll insert pictures so y'all will see pictures of me with the lights off, or y'all probably see the video with the lights off, whatever. Anyway, so they came back again. I think I want to say on about 9 or 10 with the medicine. I think I had to take them every 4 hours. So they came back again with the medicine. After the second time they checked my cervix, I was 3 to 4 centimeters. And they're like, okay, well, this is going to be a quick labor, which I knew because with Michael, my labor was quick. They gave me the Cervigel to soften my cervix, and they said, okay, it's going to take 2 to 3 days for him to come. Well, they said 3 to 4 days for him to come. I was expecting to be in the hospital for 2 weeks with him. He came that next day. Same with Kai. I'm going ahead of myself. So, I want to say I'm about between 12 and 2, I went for 3 to 4 to 7 centimeters. And at this time, I'm like, I need the epidural because the pain is, at this point, intolerable. Like I said, I'm still breathing through the contractions. I'm still, woosahing, like, and all that. So I think around about 3, 4, maybe 5, I was like dilated, like I was ready to push, dilated. But the epidural they gave me made my contractions back irregular. So now I'm starting to have contractions far apart again. And they put me on a peanut. I thought it was a pillow, but it was actually a peanut that they put me on, and I had to lay on my right side because they were trying to get me to have contractions again, but it wasn't helping. So I laid on my right side, and it was helping me with my contractions, and they was telling me to push, and I was pushing, but I wasn't pushing how they want me to push. Now, mind you, when I got my epidural, my whole right side was numb because that's where Kai was sitting. So wherever I was in pain at and wherever he was sitting at, that's where most of my epidural went, my right side. So I was completely numb on my right side, like instantly. I give it like maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I couldn't feel nothing on my right side. My arm, my leg, my butt, like nothing on my right side. And I told him that I'm like, I can't feel nothing on my right side. And like, that's because you got epidural. I know how epidurals work because I had it with Michael, and I was still able to feel pressure, but I was not numb, you know. So at this point, the labor has slowed down, was nothing happening. I wasn't pushing how they want me to push. They told me when I'm ready to push, just let them know. So at this point, like, I'm having like the worst contractions ever. I'm at this point, I started crying, and I'm like, I just want this baby out of me. That's all I kept saying to myself. I just want this baby out of me. So I want to say when 7:50 came, I'm like, okay, this is the next day, July 27th. 7:50 in the morning the next day, I called my nurse. I'm like, I'm ready to push. This Miss Stover in blah 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 room. I'm ready to push. And so she's like, okay, we're gonna let the midwife know. No, actually like between 7:30 and 7:40, because 10-15 minutes passed and nobody came in my room. And I'm like, I need to push, because every time I had a contraction, I literally felt Kai head like pushed down. And at this point, I'm pushing, and I'm like, okay, I just have to get this out of me. FYI, I left something out. I think after the third pill they gave me, my water broke. Like, I felt my water broke, and it wasn't like a lot of gush. I just felt like a pop. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe to mothers who never been pregnant, and I can't say it actually, like, if you ever put like a balloon in your stomach, like up under your shirt, and it pops. That's what it feels like on your stomach, but inside your stomach. That's how I feel. So yeah, it popped. It broke like on the third time of the pill. So now we're back to the contractions. They came in and I'm pushing. They said, oh, no. They took me off the epidural and they took me off the Pitocin because, like I said, my contractions are irregular again. They're further apart and it's not doing anything. So at this point, like I said, I'm feeling every single thing. I'm feeling all the contractions. I'm feeling him push down. Like, I'm feeling everything. So 7:50 come. I told Nick, like, I just need for you to go get the nurse because I have to push. And he was like, did you just call the nurse? I looked at him like, yeah, I called the nurse. That was like 10-15 minutes ago. I need to push. So I looked at him. This is the facial expression I gave him. I didn't say that. So when he saw my facial expression, he was like, you know what? Never mind. I'll go get her. I said, thank you. Thank you. So I want to say about 5 minutes later, the nurse walked in. She said, so I heard that you're ready to push. So we're just going to check your cervix. And so she's like, oh, yeah, his head is right there. Like, yeah, you're ready to push. You're good to go. We was waiting on you or whatever. I was like, what? Like, y'all was waiting on me? I was waiting on her. Like, I didn't even know y'all was waiting on me. And so she went out and got the midwife. And so they setting up and stuff. As they setting up, she telling me to, you know, bring my legs up to my chest and push. So I'm pushing, and then at this point she telling me to grab my right leg, and the other nurse is grabbing my left leg, and I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing. I think like maybe 6 pushes. Kai was out, and he was born at 8:18 a.m. on July 27th, 2021. He was 4 pounds, 14 ounces, and he was 17 inches long. He had no complications when he came out. Everything was fine. He was breathing on his own. like everything was good. Of course, they did the golden hour to put the baby on you, and Kyle was good to go. Like, he was about to latch on to the right breast, but yeah, he wasn't feeling the right breast at all, even though that's what he gravitated towards, my right breast. And he still does to this day. Like, he gravitates towards my right breast a lot, but he prefers my left breast, even though he does get both of them. But that's my labor and delivery story. It was painful. I had a natural birth. I wouldn't describe it as traumatic at all, because everything happened quick. When I say quick, everything happened quickly. I didn't even have time to like process the fact that I was having a natural birth until after I had him. And I told Nick, like, I felt every single thing. Like, even with the pain medicine, I was still feeling the contractions. So I felt like the contraction wasn't helping, the epidural wasn't helping, because even though I was numb on my right side, I still felt the pressure and I still felt the pain. So I don't know what went on there. Like, everything was like a blur to me. And also, I have to mention I was throwing up, and at this point I'm throwing up spit, because I didn't have no water, no ice chips, no food, so I'm just throwing up spit, and it was just a lot. But he's happy and healthy. I'm happy and healthy, and this is like almost 6 weeks after his birth that I'm telling this story. So I'm just trying to keep it short as possible, so I can include the clips where I need to include them. And I really do hope y'all enjoy this unconventional sit down birth story, because there's no vlog. I'm sorry, they wouldn't let him record. So it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. And I'm just glad that I did do videos of me talking about what's going on, this, that, and the other, so y'all would get that. So until we see each other again, beautiful people of the world, deuces and smooches. Bye. I did not expect my doctor visit to go like this. When I went to the specialist, they basically admitted me to the hospital because my fluids are low. So Kai could be coming tonight or tomorrow. I'm super nervous. Not scared, just nervous. I just pray everything goes well with the delivery. And he's healthy. They're saying he's 5 pounds, 8 ounces. But when I was at the doctor, when I came to labor and delivery last time, they said he was 5 pounds, 12 ounces. So I don't know. Even though he got his steroids, he's good. So that's a good thing. 5'8", that's not bad. He don't really need to be 6 pounds. Some babies are born at 5'4", 5'6", but Nick went home to go get his car seat and things. Like, I promise you, I did not expect for me to walk into my doctor's office today and for him to say that. I was expecting to walk in Thursday and then to say, well, you dilated a centimeter. I was hoping that next week he would have came, but he's coming this week. So yeah, I got my little wristband. They haven't hooked me up to the monitor yet, so I'm thinking when I peed and it was clear, that's when my mucus, not my mucus, but my amniotic fluid got low. Yeah, so I'll keep y'all posted on everything. Just gonna sit here and look at this movie with Ashton Kutcher and dang, I forgot her name, but yeah. Hey, beautiful people, so it's official. I got my IV in, and they're gonna start me on a pill to induce my labor, but they want me to eat first, so that's what I'm gonna do, eat first. As I told you, I'm already 2 centimeters. So when the midwife came and checked me, I'm still 2 centimeters and 60% high. So she said that this is gonna be a quick labor. So They're gonna induce my labor first, and then of course the Pitocin. I know how it go. I'm having a slight contraction right now. So as y'all can hear the background, okay, it's active, and I will have a baby tomorrow. I still can't believe that, you know, he'll be here either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, we're both nervous. I'm doing this all over again. Jesus be my fence. Please keep us in your prayers and everything. So yeah, I'm pretty sleepy. So hopefully I can get a little rest. And we get this show on the road. So alright, I'm about to go. Hey beautiful people of the world, it is me. So they gave me my pill to speed up the contractions, and now my contractions are like 4 or 5 minutes apart. And when the nurse checked me, she said that I was like 3 to 4 centimeters dilated. The contractions hurt so freaking bad right now. Like I'm having one right now. But I'm just ready for him to be here. Everybody think he's coming today. I think he's gonna come today. Being that I am 3 to 4 centimeters dilated, and my pregnancies, well, my deliveries have been pretty quick. Mike's was quick. Nick up looking at me. Contractions for me. I'm not gonna have no pictures of his birth, me, you know, in the hospital. I wish I could try to, getting up, I can't, these contractions are killing me.